welcome back to the channel, man. This is episode 8 of PValley, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a long 8 weeks, but it's been fast if you think about it. Like all the episodes, it's over with already, man. 9 weeks, we gotta get ready for season 2. Oh man, all I can say is we know it's going down in the pink. But hey, before we get started, man, shout out to the notification gang. You know y'all are the ones that make it happen. If you're new to the channel, you want to be a part of that, hit your subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you get something every time I upload. And let's jump right into it. This is the finale, P-Valley, man. It go down in P-Valley. Shock value, we're back at it, man. So if you remember, Montavious came and he gave Mercedes a stack of money to get Autumn to come on into the room with her. Well, they get back there and now everything starts to spill out. We get to see the backstory. So Montavious is pretty much like, hey, where's my money? All 250,000 you stole. How she stole the money is we know she was sending money to the telex and, you know, picking out the money, taking deposits, but she was actually working it through another company that she had and it was moving $250,000. So she tells Montavious, I actually put it in the bank. And when she's telling her this, Montavious is like, no, there's no way that they believe that you made $250,000 off of stripping. And she pretty much explains from here all the way down to Atlanta and back, I could be working all kinds of stuff. So all the money's in the bank is pretty much just being washed. So now it looks like clean money. And so for Montavious, he's like, I want all my money back. And while all this is going on, you hear boom, boom, boom. Somebody trying to get in the room and use the room for actual VIP services. Montavious grabs up Autumn. Hey, he puts his hands around and that makes her just start flashing back, thinking about when she was getting abused. So it's not looking good for her at all. And what he's telling her is, you know what? You smart girls, y'all can get away with murder. Because if you remember, Autumn, she actually shot him, but he didn't die. So she's like, yeah, almost. I didn't get away with it. And to end it off, Montavious like, well, you need to get to dancing because you owe me a lot of money, $250,000 worth of lap dances. And I want the money in cash. It's murder night. It's the last night at the pink. It's only right Lil Murder comes out and does his show. You remember last week he came out with the mink and everything, but he had the stage fright. So for him, it was like, I'm not ready to get out there. But everybody like, you got to get out there. It's your time, man. You want this? You got to, hey, you got to get out here and get it. So he's out there nervous, stage fright, but Mississippi's been working with him. So when it's time to go out onto the stage and actually perform, she grabs his hand and they go out there together. And once he goes out there and he starts rapping his verse, he gets to the hook, over love. Everybody in there's rapping it. So he just stops rapping, put the mic down. He's just looking around like, yeah, man, maybe I am that nice. So everybody's rapping it. He just in there feeling it. Money's everywhere. Hey, it's the last night of the pink. We going crazy. If you remember, his manager told him last week when he seen him coming in the woods with Clifford, like, don't mess up the money. I have a businessman coming here. We're going to get some music stuff together. We're going to get us a deal. He comes in. He sees Lil Murder. He's like, oh, you wasn't lying. It's crazy in here. Everybody going crazy. But this businessman, he has his eyes on Miss Mississippi a little bit too much. So I don't know what that is. But you can tell he's looking at her and he's like, okay, Murder's doing his thing too. But he has his eye on Miss Mississippi. And everybody has their eyes on me. Even old baby daddy Derek is in the crowd looking a little angry. We all know Mercedes is down bad at this point. So it's like she lost her money. She started working with Haley and scamming and getting all this money. So she really has legit been scamming. I know people were saying, oh, Haley isn't scamming. Yeah, this isn't her money. She's stealing money. This isn't her money. So they both out there scamming. And for her mom took all her money for the little dance studio and made a church out of it. So Mercedes is in a bad situation right now. But we all know that she had Coach up in Memphis that always came down and wanted her, like, come live with me, come do this. And Mercedes, she wasn't really with it at the moment, and she knew that Coach had a wife. So she's like, could you help me with 10,000 to help me get me a little dance studio? And Coach is like, I can do that, but what would have to happen is you move on up to Memphis with me. You come to all the games with me, and you stay in the condo that I got for you. Mercedes is like, I don't know about that. What would your wife think? And he's like, don't worry about that. My wife already knows and she's okay with it. So Mercedes is she's in a situation where she has to decide that she want to go with him and he take care of her from the pole to the posh life, you know what I'm saying? From the pole to the penthouse, or does she want to stay here and try to figure out herself? So that's the big dilemma for Mercedes. And Coach is like, this is what I want. I want you to come be with me. I'm going to take care of you. It's a busy night, man. The pink is packed. There's a line outside, and you know Uncle Clifford got his rules. Hey, if you getting in tonight, you know, no Hancock, no hard cock. So you got to sign the petition against the casino just to get in the club. And while they out there, Diamond's doing some searches. He's finding all kinds of stuff on people. Pistols, brass knuckles. Big L takes all of it back into the storage room, back into their office. And while he's in there, he's just chilling, eating. Uncle Clifford comes in and pretty much like, Big L, what the hell y'all got going on in here? Looks at the camera. And we know Autumn is in the VIP room, but she has her titties and stuff showing. And Clifford's tripping like, man, y'all know it can't be any titties out while we serving liquor. We just was told that. The sheriff came and told us this. We can't do this. It's the last night. We need to make sure this is good. So Big L, you need to get Diamond to go handle that. Because if I go in there, I'm going to mess things up. Uncle Clifford ain't having it. So Big L, he calls Diamond like, Diamond, we got a 2-0 in the VIP room. And Diamond is pretty much like, hey, I'm busy. So you got to go do that. Yeah, you guys are in charge of security and Autumn is in there with who knows what's going on with Montavia. Somebody needs to go in there and handle this ASAP. Now everything is coming full circle. We remember Maine was helping them get fake IDs and everything. He came across Haley's missing person, you know, saying little photo on the wall. So he ends up giving it to this little kid. He makes a fake ID for him, has him take it to the strip club and give it to Mercedes because he knows Mercedes would know what to do with it because he didn't know who Haley was or that she was missing. So he made the fake ID, gave it to the kid. The kid got into the club with it. And Mercedes is like, where Maine at? And Maine couldn't get there because no one's there to watch his ankle monitor. So the little kid came. So now Mercedes is thinking, wait, Haley is Autumn. She's missing. And there was a guy looking for her and had a lot of money. Uh-oh, Autumn is actually in trouble, and this is where her money is coming from. So she's starting to put things together. Remember we seen her last week, and she seen Autumn leave. She looked like, what's wrong with Autumn? Now everything is coming together, man. It's all adding up. The missing person picture is showing up, and it's tying together all this money that Autumn was getting, and Mercedes was helping her with it. Lil Murder, Mississippi, they killed it. They had their second song together, Mississippi, where he rapping about her and she doing her thing in the club. Everybody in there is like, oh man, we definitely here to see Mississippi. Oh, Mercedes is going to be here tonight too, but Mississippi's on fire. So after they get done performing, they get off stage. Woody, Lil Murder's manager, they meet up. He talks to the guy. They end up going to the VIP room. And he's telling Lil Murder, you in Mississippi, y'all were doing y'all things up there. But right now you guys are doing it on a low level. If you guys mess with me, I can get you a production deal, a 360 deal, which all artists avoid a 360 deal. Anyone offers you that, don't even do it. You can look it up, but 360's terrible. He's pretty much telling Lil Murder, we can get you a production deal so you ain't got to be recording out of your mom's basement or anything. We can get you some high quality stuff. And Lil Murder's like, okay, cool. And then he mentions, we'll get you a real manager. But then that's when he starts like, wait a minute, Woody, that's my boy. He's my manager. We're not switching that up. While all this is going on, Uncle Clifford comes in, talk about, y'all good in here in the VIP room? Anybody want the house Hennessy? I'll get that for you. You know what I'm saying? The house cognac. But Little Murder is there, and now this is him not coming out. He doesn't want to be seen in public with Uncle Clifford like he said he wanted to. So while they're in there, Clifford puts his hand on Little Murder, and Little Murder moves it and tells him, hey, get out of here. We talking business. And while all this is going on, the little producer talking about, man, nobody in here knows what they want to do. They don't know if they want to be a band or they want to be a girl. It's crazy in here. So peer pressure made Little Murder fold back up and not be open as he told Clifford that he wanted to. And Clifford noticed that and then left like, well, I'll let y'all continue business. While all this is going on, he starts talking to Mississippi a little more, and he's like, yeah, you know, Lil Murder, he's a dime a dozen, you know what I'm saying? But something like you, we can make this work. And Wodie's like, you more interested in her than you are murder. And he pretty much explaining like with what's going on now with a woman in the front that can rap, because Mississippi spit a little bit. That's where we need to be making some money at. That's what we need to be focusing on, because we can get another little murder, but can we get another Mississippi? That's gonna be hard to come by. We get a glimpse of Mercedes actually going into the VIP room and bringing a bottle of champagne and telling Montavious, hey, well, tonight you get two people. She started to put things together about Autumn and Haley being a missing person and potentially being in danger. So she actually stepped up, which I was expecting her to do, and she went in there with her. While all this is going on, Little Murder, he leaves and he goes to talk to Uncle Clifford about what happened. And he starts apologizing, pretty much saying, man, it wasn't like that. We just talking business. I'm trying to get this, get my name out there and get made or whatever. And Uncle Clifford's like, this is exactly what I told you was going to happen. You weren't going to be open with me out in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we do is going to be hidden. You're never going to come out about it. And Little Murder is pretty much saying, like, you got to give me some time, because right now I'm just trying to, I'm getting things running. You got to give me some time and I'll be ready. And Uncle Clifford's like, well, when you're ready, let me know. But until then, you're not Marcus anymore. You're just Little Murder. And you can tell Little Murder's starting to get mad about it, because he actually got feelings for Clifford. But hey, man, if you got feelings for somebody, man, you got feelings for somebody. I don't care what it is. If you got feelings, speak up, because tomorrow ain't promised. So for him, he's really hurt because he wanted to be with Clifford. But, and he froze up when that money was on the line. He froze up, man. Yeah. After the producers in there telling him, like, hey, man, this is what we're going to do. We can get another Little Murder. He talking to Mississippi, pretty much telling her, like, you got what it takes, man. You got the talent. You know what I'm saying? I can manage you and I can take you to the next level. Definitely get you out of here and get you some more money. Then they were rudely interrupted by Mr. Derek. Now, no one likes Derek. One, because no one knew that Mississippi was going to have a white baby daddy, let alone a white baby daddy that's putting his hands on her. That just ain't flying for nobody. Nobody wants to see that. We all want Mississippi with Diamond. Well, Derek comes over there. He takes Mississippi out to VIP, and she just explaining, he's trying to manage me. That's it. And Derek, he's jealous. He's in the club watching her whenever she's dancing, and he's like, nah, how do you know he wants to manage you and not, be with you? So he snatches her up, puts his hand around her neck, and pretty much telling her, you got to the time I get done taking the piss to get all your stuff, we're leaving. And she's trying to tell Derek, I still got to get money in here. He's like, forget all that money, we're leaving. She's going to say, will I regret going home? Meaning, if she goes home, you're not going to whoop my ass, are you? And Derek's just Derek. So, she shouldn't go home, but everything's there. And when you have something like this in your life, females, a lot of people, I won't just say females, they just, when somebody's on you like that, you just go into your little shell and do as they say, because you know what the outcome could be if you don't do it. So while all this was going on, he goes to the bathroom and Diamond is watching the whole time from across the floor. So this could mean one thing. Derek, Diamond is on your ass tonight. We gonna see it. He is gonna be on you. Now everything is starting to just fall apart. Big L called Diamond to go take care of the VIP room because they're in there dancing, showing titties, and we can't do that. Diamond tells Big L, I can't make it. Big L looks at the camera and he gets a call from Duffy, and Duffy tells him, hey, I'm outside, let's link up. Because remember, he's supposed to be leaving his work at the Pink, so Big L can make some money on the side. Big L looks at the camera and says, well, y'all breaking the rules, I'm gonna break the rules. So Big L goes outside. Now in the VIP room, we have Montavious, we have Mercedes, and we have Haley. And it's just going crazy in there. Mercedes is like, I'm not leaving unless Autumn wants me to. And Autumn is like, Mercedes breaks the bottle and she tries to stab Montavious. It doesn't work. Big fail. He grabs her, puts the bottle to her neck, and he's telling Autumn, I want $250,000 cash tonight. And Autumn's like, it's not here. It's here. Let me go get it. So he tells her, you got 5 minutes to go get it. Autumn runs out the room. She goes to her locker. She starts getting dressed. But it doesn't look like she's looking for the money. She actually runs outside and hops in the car. While she's there, she She looked for a gun in her locker. The gun wasn't there. She was gonna go back and shoot Montavious, but the gun is gone. Remember? She showed Mississippi the gun a couple of episodes ago. So there's no gun. She runs and goes to try to find the money. Now it's complete chaos in the pink. All hell has broke loose at the pink. Big L's outside with Duffy handling some drugs. Diamond's jealous self then went to the bathroom and started fighting Derek. So they going at it, boom, boom, boom. And somehow Diamond's gun comes out and they start fighting. They come out the bathroom. They fighting into the dance floor. And then all you hear is bang, bang, bang. Gunshots go off. Now everybody's running everywhere. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Diamond was catching the L at first. I'm not gonna lie to you. Derek was handling like he bap bap. Diamond couldn't hang with it, but he ended up getting the best of him. Shots went off. He gets on top of Derek and he's whooping at it. Now he got the upper hand. He got Derek all bloody on the stage. Boom, boom, boom. And now the unexpected happens. Mississippi, she takes the gun that she took from Haley and pulls it on Diamond and tells him to get off of Derek. We were all looking for Diamond and Mississippi to be together. She pulled a gun on my boy and told him to get off of her abusive baby daddy. Oh, now that's a change of events that was unexpected by every single person watching this. Back to square one, Diamond. Good thing we get a season 2. Back in the VIP, it's about to go crazy just like it is on the outside. Autumn finally returns with the $250,000 cash. Montavious looks at it, he's counting it. But while all this is going on, Autumn is like, you never once asked about our daughter, Autumn, you know? So Haley's like, you don't even care about her. And he was like, what happened? And she says, well, she drowned the day of the flood. So he's like, oh, well, he got his money, he's good. In comes Uncle Clifford, and Uncle Clifford got a pistol from what he found out the pretty much the lost and found box. When he comes in there, they had already been fighting, and Clifford pretty much telling him to get off the girls. Boom, boom, they start tussling, and then all we hear is pow, pow, pow. Another 3 shots. At this time, Diamond gets to the door, and he looks at the bottom of the door, and now we see blood just coming from up under the door. So it's like, who got shot? Who just got killed in there? Because Montavious was obviously handling his own in there, and we don't know who got killed. We just know there's blood up on the door, and there's 4 people in there. We all wanted to know what happened to Mercedes the next morning after all the chaos. Well, Mercedes is down to her last. She doesn't have the club. She doesn't have her dance studio. Her mom got all her money. So she goes to her mom's church and she's sitting outside, and her mom walks up, Miss Patrice, and she asks, Mom, isn't your God one that forgives? She's like, yeah. And he gives second chances, a second time, a third time, and a 4th time. Then she looks Mercedes in the eye and tells her, well, you need to ask your God, what does he do? Because remember, I'm dead to you. So she pretty much tells Mercedes, you said I'm dead to you. Even though I stole your money, I'm dead to you. Don't come around here. Get away from my church. I don't want anything to do with you. Mercedes is down to her last. She probably gonna have to take that offer from Coach. I ain't gonna lie to you. It doesn't sound that bad. The next morning, we see everyone dressed in black, so we're thinking, uh-oh, we're going to a funeral now. Is it Uncle Clifford, Mercedes, Haley, or Montavious? Well, we seen Mercedes this morning. She's down and out. We just see Uncle Clifford and Grandma come out, and they're all black. So we haven't seen Haley or Montavious. But it turns out they're going to the courthouse. What they're doing is they're wearing all black because it's pretty much saying the pink is dead. So when they get there, the auctioning is starting against Andre and Mayor Ruffin against Clifford and whoever else are trying to buy the pink. So they get there and the offer starts at $50,000. Andre and Mayor Ruffin are there, and they're going to bid on it. They have up to $200,000 that they can spend on this land. So the opening bid is $50,000. They start with that, and then Andre raises it to $65,000. But then you hear out of nowhere someone say $100,000. We look over, and it is Miss Haley in all white, big glasses on, hat. She's like, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? I got that. I got some cash. So it turns out Montavious is the one that's dead. And we have $250,000 cash from last night. As the bids keep going on, they start getting bigger and bigger. And then you hear Haley jump up to 150,000. So Andre's like, oh, okay, I can go up to $200,000. He says $200,000, and then it starts to jump over that. But he has to call and get confirmation that he can spend that much money. And Mayor Ruffin is like, just whatever it costs, spend that amount of money. You shouldn't need to be getting authorized for this. And Andre's like, man, I can't do it. And he looks over, and you can kind of tell he gave up on trying to call to get the confirmation that he can go over 200,000 because he still has feelings for Haley. So he went ahead and let her win. Mayor Ruffin goes up there, and he's like, well, you know the rules. You have to have that money in cash. And here we go. Haley comes up there, 250,000 cash. Bought the pink just like that. And just like that, her and Uncle Clifford become business partners. And like any good story, it always ends where the heart is. Mercedes doesn't have anything left, so the pink is the only place she can go to. Haley, she doesn't have to run no more because Montavious is dead and she owns the pink. Clifford ain't have nothing but the pink, and neither did Grandma. So everyone's at the pink. When Mercedes comes in, she's down and out, and she's starting to cry because of what happened last night. And she starts saying, what about last night? And Grandma's like, last night is last night. Today is today. It's always going to be new. So forget about last night. And everyone's like, all right, well, you know what? We need to forget about last night and yesterday, and we need to worry about opening up the pink and getting started because we got a lot of money invested, and we need to get this place turned around ASAP, man. So these four, they about to be working things, and they still got Little Murder. They still got Mississippi. Ain't no telling what Big L is doing with the work. They still got a lot of stuff they can accomplish, man. I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do in season 2. All right, and there you have it. That's the season finale of PValley, man. It actually was pretty cool. Like, everything that they did, okay, they closed the gap on everything. We got all of Autumn, Miss Haley's story. We got Mercedes' backstory. We got Mississippi's. We got Clifford's. We got Grandma. So we got the story of everybody's. Now we get to see on how they build. The only thing I want to ask you guys for this is, what do you think is going to happen in season 2? Because, I mean, we pretty much predicted how this episode was going to be. Just let me know what you think about season 2, because I'm definitely looking forward for it. And PValley did a hell of a job with this, man. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'm Moedotj. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, comment, share. Turn on your notification. You get something every time I upload. We're on that grind to 5,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching. I'm Moedotj.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.